Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. I'm in the great state of Tennessee and I'm with Steve Breedlove, and he's been kind enough to have me come down and video his collection. And this is the opener. This is where it started for you. Steve, what year, make, and model is this one?
It's a 1964 GTO black 3-deuce car with a 389 4-speed engine.
Let's take a look at our featured attraction. So this one, well, as you can see, is great. And they used to have the tiger coming out of the hood, and Jim Wangers was the marketing director at Pontiac, came up with the 64 GTO, which was a Tempest update option to put a bigger motor in here. So this is it. Tell me why this one is so special for you, and this was your first car you had to have.
This is the beginning of the muscle cars for me. And back when I was in high school, I played football with a boy that had one. His dad had bought him one, a Tiger Gold 64 GTO 4-speed car, and I just thought it was the most beautiful car out there at that time, and I just fell in love with it. And so we got the opportunity to be able to find one and get one. We did.
My goodness, the wait was over. Now, how long was it before you had to wait? What year did you get this one?
I got this in about probably 2000.
Okay, so that started it off. Let's step back here for a moment. I love you got the day 2 Kragers on it. That's exactly what we used to do, right? The second day you had it, you put those day 2 Kragers on it. I'll just go right there and let you take in that. That's the beginning of the GTO. Man, that was some impression to get one of these in high school. Holy cow. That had to be special for everybody, not just the guy who had it, right?
Yes, it was.
One of the first times they put 6.5 liter. We're so used to cubic inches. Obviously, it's a 389. You've got the post here. And Everett does some body work. Man, this thing is clean. Look at the quarter on that. Wow. I'm gonna come over here. I love the custom plate, 64 GTO, self-explanatory. I know it's Gran Turismo Oblongata, but I say get turned on, because this is just a car that you don't want to not see for sure. I like how they angled the antenna, the GTO. We've got some trunk and treats for them too. By the way, this is your gas fills in there. Thought that was great how they hid that. Let's open up the trunk, shall we, as you go in there, grab some of that. Notice you've got the tail light here, kind of has the similar look across it. So here gives you, this is like a brand new car. The thing I love about videoing cars like this is it's a time traveler. It takes us right back to 1968. Here's the build sheet found under the back seat, which is why you see these springs like this going over that. And here's the window sticker. Obviously a little bit tattered, but you can see all the details you need there. And most of the options, air conditioning, etc. Power windows. And you were sharing with me, tell me about your friend who told you about the power window air conditioning option. We'll have you close that. That you don't see many with that.
No, the GM dealership in Sparta, Tennessee, did a car show, and he was looking, he was looking at it, and he kept admiring it, and he come back finally, and he asked me, he said, Steve, do you know how rare that car is? And I said, well, no, not really. And he said, well, he said in 64, he said if anybody did get power windows, they usually didn't get air conditioning.
Really?
Or if they got air conditioning, they didn't get power windows.
Yeah.
And he said, well, this package, it's got power windows and air conditioning too. So he said, if you really got to looking deep into it, and seen how many were produced, I think you'd be real surprised to find out that they wasn't that many produced with power windows and air conditioning on.
Wow, this one's just great. So I want to see your reaction because I haven't asked you this question. I want to get it on camera. When you finally got your dream car like this one and it came, what was your reaction?
It was just elated, just didn't think it ever happened. It did, and blessed to be able to get it and just appreciate it so much.
Yeah, that's the right word, blessed, right? So good. May I open it? Can I open it?
Yes.
Thanks. So as I open it up here, and one of the things with the GTO is really just its simplicity, right? I mean, it's not really complicated. You can see we take great pride in this. As you can see, I'm just going to move this for a second so you can see the aftermarket GTO pieces there. But we take good care of this one. There's your air conditioning vents. You've got your tag there, your power windows. This is probably a Tempest badge there for Pontiac, body by Fisher. We put the Tiger in the back instead of under the hood. Got the perfect headliner. And as we sit in this one, it has the right amount of pedals. And that will get you coming from Tennessee all the way out to here. So kind of interesting here. This is your tack.
Yes.
All the way over there, your speakers, radio, the all-important 4-speed. You can see the air conditioning vents under there. Your Pontiac AM/FM radio. As you can see, that's for the passenger to enjoy. And notice you have air on there as well as the vent there too. You've got your gas gauge. Looks like about 59,000 miles. A little over on that. Is that original miles, do you know?
They are.
Wow. Wow. That's just fantastic. All right, let's take a look. I like the fact that it's a post too, giving a little more rigidity. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we? The Pontiac arrow there on the hood. There you go. It was a real nice touch how they took the carburetors and made them, the Rochesters, a little bit different color. You've got the little air filters there. Here's your Frigidaire air conditioning. Look at all the extra piping. The canister. Some engine information there. Wow, this is just a really good one. This, I even like the little, how they changed the color on that. I don't know what it is about us guys that like our cars. It could be girls too, especially. They have tons of passion for cars. But what it is about how we have to like open up the engine, somehow that makes us smile.
Oh yeah, especially when you see the three deuces.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just something to me special, and
yeah,
just something. Just open the hood, look at it, and enjoy it.
Yeah, and this one you're going to see runs really good too. So I'll tell you what, let's fire it up for him. I'll stay right here with the hood open. We'll let it idle, and we'll step on the brakes for a second. But let's fire this one up. That extra hose going to the air conditioning. Let me just listen to it idle for a second. Nothing like the Pontiac V8. Can you imagine this in '64? You step on the brakes for a second, Steve. There you go. All right. Go ahead, Steve, give me a rev. All the leaves blow away. One more time. Nice. Steve, let's take it for a ride. So here here we are. I'm with Steve in the 1964 Pontiac GTO 389, 3 deuces, air conditioned, power windows. How does it feel driving it?
Oh, it's a smooth car. Drives good, shifts good, comfortable. Almost you don't know it's a muscle car because it's so soft to set in, luxurious, and
Yeah.
it's just real fun. It's a real fun car to drive. Very enjoyable.
Great thing with a Pontiac, I just want to show people where we're driving. Great territory here. Great thing about a Pontiac is it's got that nice, like you said, it's got kind of a luxury feel, a comfortable feel, and yet has all the power as well to really enjoy it. And nothing like a 2-lane road like this to take it out on. Now, are you still in touch with your football friend who had the GTO in high school?
No, actually, he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But at the same time, I know that he's probably smiling, looking down. See this one right here. This is great stuff. He'd be honored to know that it was meant that much to you to get one for yourself. Too hard to not show some of this trip. Look at this. Isn't this nice? I like what I see in Tennessee.
Tennessee's a pretty state. A lot of greenery, a lot of trees. Nursery capital of the world.
Now, have you always lived in Tennessee? All your life? Same spot?
Same spot.
There you go.
Not here.
You knew where the right spot was and you stuck with it. That's great. Well, Steve, first of all, I know my son came out with me on this trip too. Thanks so much for hosting us. Thanks so much for taking care of us. What a great muscle car. So good to be in. Most people would consider the beginning of the muscle car area just because of the marketing that went into putting the bigger engine in the small car. Thanks so much for having us. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here and being with us.
Thank you. Giving you guys a little extra bonus footage. Share with you, just share with me again.
I said, when you enjoy what you do,
Yeah,
you really don't go to work because it's not work, it's an enjoyment.
it's an enjoyment, right?
It's just a pleasure to be able to do what you do because it's what you want to do. It's how you enjoy doing it, love to do it. It's just exciting to be able to be a part of it. Be able to have fun.
Well, that's great. That's some great advice. I'll give you a little more of the ride.